Hey, and welcome back to another doujinshi review from White Album 2. Now today we have a mostly Kazusa featured doujinshi. This is by Studio Z.M. So on the title page it just simply says White Album 2, WA2 ... The title is technically 4 Memories, but it is not featured on the title page, which is interesting and very rare. It's also rare to see such a plain black and white cover on a doujinshi, especially for someone like Studio Z.M, who has put out a lot of different works, but this is definitely the plainest. This is slightly not safe for work, so we will be skipping over the explicit parts of this, but it is gorgeous. So let's take a look. So it starts off talking about the snow, and you can kind of see the title here. It is 4 Memories. Now it starts off with Kazusa here, some beautiful line art there. Just talking about kind of the relationship and the snow and what it signifies and what it reminds her of. And then after this, it's immediately not safe for work. So we're going to be skipping over it, but it is Kazusa and Haruki, basically. So we skip to here, and it becomes Haruki kind of reminiscing about things. And it's very poetic. It's very well written. A lot of Haruki's internal thoughts in the game are written in kind of the same way. He kind of monologues a lot. He goes on and on in his own poetic way. This is really the best way to put it. And I think Studio Z.M did a really, really good job with that. Kind of talking about how he loves her anger, he loves her bitterness, all of the different emotions. She's mad. She starts scolding him for like being a pervert and that kind of thing. But then she feels bad because she kind of enjoys it. I love the little bunny ears. And then moving on, a flashback to when she was really sick and she was just eating all this very poor tasting food, which was one of my favorite parts in the game because she was honest for the first time, I feel like. And then she's talking like, oh, let's practice. And Goron, like, she's rolling. And he's just telling her to go to bed. That's one of my favorite parts of the doujin, actually. It's so cute. Oh, it's adorable. Yeah, the art is really, really well done. And it's interesting to see a doujin that's pencil shaded. You can kind of see that. It's not inked, or maybe there's a little bit of ink in there, but it's at least pencil shaded. It's really pretty. It's pretty and unique, and I really like that about it. And then we just come to the end, and it's like forever and always. Just talking about how much, it's interesting how much they'll always affect each other, and I think that kind of comes into play here. Like, no matter what happens, it's gonna be like that. They're still gonna be friends or lovers or somewhere in between. And then being on the phone that fateful night. That's so sad. That's one of the saddest parts. And again, just the separated speech there is like so, it's really, really well written. Honestly, I would call this a book of poetry more than I would a story, more than I would a doujin. It's just so nice. And then that powerful final page, and the ambulance drives by. Unforgettable scene. Absolutely incredible. Powerful. Very, very powerful. And then even plainer than the front page is the back page. It's completely white except for the text here, Studio Z.M. So that is it for 4 Memories. Highly recommend it just because of the uniqueness of the pencil sketching, but also, again, the uniqueness of the poetic writing in it is very, very good. So if you are a Kazusa fan, highly recommended to pick this up if you could find it. So thanks so much for joining me on this doujinshi review. I'll be doing more White Album 2 doujinshi reviews in the future, so I hope to see you then. And until then, take care!